I'm Amanda von Almen. My role at Salesforce is I'm Director of Emissions Reduction. I'm from Quincy, California, which is like a tiny little mountain town.
I'm Boris Gamazaychikov. I'm an emissions reduction manager on Amanda's team here. I've been in the Bay for about 5 years, but I grew up on the East Coast in the DC, kind of Baltimore area.
So as Director of Emissions Reduction at Salesforce, I'm really focused on our broader net zero strategy related to reducing absolute emissions at Salesforce. So thinking about all the ways in which the company emits carbon from data centers and infrastructure, real estate, supply chain, business travel, and then, we like to throw an event here, now and again as well. So really just thinking about how Salesforce will achieve its 50% reduction in absolute emissions by 2030 and really accelerate our net zero journey.
Yeah, and my role is very much to support that mission. And so we're looking not just to reduce our own emissions, but really accelerate the world's journey as a whole. So that means empowering our suppliers, our peers, and really all of our customers and beyond to really join us on this journey.
Salesforce is committed to a lot of really important climate action. I think some of our biggest is really committed to a net zero, not just a net zero company, but transitioning the world to net zero, really making sure that we're energizing what we call an ecopreneur revolution and inspiring a climate positive future. And I think that really overall kind of encapsulates the different commitments that we have related to that. So we've set a 1.5 degree target to reduce absolute emissions by 50% by 2030 and beyond. And then as well as we've set science-based targets, as well as setting science-based targets for our suppliers. So we committed a couple of years ago that 60% of our supply chain would set science-based targets of their own. So that really goes into what Boris was talking about, that it's not just our own journey to net zero, but how do we bring our full value chain on that journey with us. I think what my team and I are most excited, right, is, we're really working on sophisticated sort of forecasting and scenario analysis to really understand where our business's carbon emissions, not just scope 1, 2, but scope 3 as well, are going to be going. And what are those biggest levers we can pull? And something we've been really working on is how do we then integrate that into the strategic business decisions that are being made at the company in terms of long-term growth and headcount. And I think that's something that once integrated will be absolutely transformational. And I think that a lot of organizations are heading that way, right? With things like SEC regulation and other things coming out, I think we're going to start to see carbon and emissions really become a key part of strategic business decisions. And that's super exciting and where the world needs to go if we're going to meet our targets. So we really need our partners and partners like Stoke to really help us on this journey. And so, it's been an incredible experience. You guys have been a really key part of our strategy setting and looking forward to many more years of partnership.
I think it's been really invaluable not to just have the kind of direct project support, but also to get the thought leadership perspective, because Stoke is working on, with so many of our peers and suppliers across the board on really pushing the envelope. So it's been really amazing getting that perspective, kind of that cross-pollination perspective. I think no matter what folks are doing in this fight against climate change, we really need everybody's superpowers to step up. We need everybody from lawyers to accountants to musicians to street artists to live music performers in Chinese restaurants to use whatever their superpower is, to storytell, to carbon account, to do everything, and everybody has a big role to play in this future.
You really brought that full circle, didn't you? I think building on that, act now. The planet needs us all to act now and with extreme urgency. And so, no matter what, even if you start small, start somewhere and do what you can. Yeah, should we do like a...